Hey, like I was saying before, I'm not a doctor, a PhD, a therapist, or a counselor, or anything like that. I do not have some plaque on the wall that tries to get you to feel like you can trust me and you can have confidence in what I say. I'm just a regular guy who has come across some amazing tools that enables me to let go of old thoughts and habits that don't work and grab a hold of feelings, patterns, and actions that bring positive results every time, automatically. So, this is all for entertainment purposes only. Don't listen to what I say. I'm not giving medical advice of any kind, and I'm not making any claims here. And I'm not suggesting you imagine you will soon be a millionaire, or that all your problems are just going to vanish into thin air. I don't have the ability to do that. So there's my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, so don't listen to me. Okay, so here's my story. Not too long ago, I was on the verge of losing everything in my life again, all because of uncontrolled anger and emotions. I mean, ever since I was a small child, I would have these crazy, out-of-control fits of rage and anger. I can look back and remember all of the times when this rage would just suddenly fill me up, and I would scream and punch and yell, saying things I regretted, feeling totally consumed by this emotion, hurting the people around me and hurting myself. Then afterwards, the stomach ache, the headaches, the guilt, the sorrow, and feeling more and more isolated and alone each time. It wasn't long until I just avoided most people and situations that might push that anger button. I always had this underlying fear that something or someone would just push that button and bam, I'd be angry and embarrassed. It seemed I would do good for a while, but eventually I would end up exploding all over again, doing even more damage to my relationships, and time again, breaking stuff, valuable stuff. And I felt misunderstood and alienated from life, all because of this seemingly uncontrollable emotion. I was always searching for some sort of relief. I tried hypnosis, relaxation CDs, affirmations, anger management classes. I spent hundreds and hundreds on counselors who just wanted to find the root cause of what caused all this and ended up just ticking me off even more. They even recommended medication, but nothing would bring any lasting changes. I was growing totally hopeless and more desperate, looking for an answer. I was just done with this problem. My wife was done with this problem. My children were done with this problem. And I was on the verge of losing yet another marriage, all because of uncontrolled emotions. So I started just doing some research on the internet, and I came across this website that taught this simple technique. I started watching these videos and following along with these simple patterns, and bam, I actually began feeling a glimmer of hope. I started to feel a bit of relief. But the thing is, I didn't think it would last. But as I continued to do the simple pattern, the anger started to fade. The intensity of the emotion began to come down and in line with what they should be. I was just floored. Could I have actually found something that would help me manage this lifelong problem? Then it happened. I can remember it like it was just yesterday. My wife and I had this disagreement, and you know what? I didn't blow up this time. I didn't freak out. I stayed calm, cool, and collected. And you know what? She ended up apologizing to me when it was all said and done. I was like, is this really happening? Usually it was me doing the apologizing for my anger, regardless of who started it. I was really able to control my anger. I was really learning to let things roll off my back. I was learning to keep my emotions in check. And as the days went on, and I did these simple patterns, it was true. I found a tool that essentially gave me my life back. I no longer felt like a victim. I no longer felt doomed. I was no longer driving people away from me. I was finally able to express positive feelings in a positive way. The thing that I thought was impossible was suddenly a reality, a living, everyday reality. Then it hit me. If I had found such a tool that creates changes so quickly, if I have found a technique that saved my marriage and my family from ruin, then I have to share it with others. I can't keep this a secret. I lived in a prison most of my life and was free. And now I have to help others get free too. With good conscience, I couldn't just enjoy all these amazing benefits and freedoms I have found unless I shared them with others who might be in the same prison I was. The thing is, I don't know how to convince you to give this system a try. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not some internet guru who has it all figured out. And I'm not highly skilled at convincing someone maybe like yourself, who may be hopeless, to just suspend disbelief just for a bit. Put your name and email in the opt-in box, sign up for a trial, and give it a go for a week, and experience the changes for yourself. Because I'm just a guy who has a good working marriage now. My relationships with my children have recovered. I have tools that give me control over my emotions, and now I feel responsible to share the life-changing tools with you. So I encourage you to give it a go. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Thanks for listening, and be blessed.